Here's a thought that I've been kind of struggling with. Um, you know how you're trying to always like you want to give back to the community, or you want to do as much as you can for as many people as you can. And I, what really made me think of this is, you've seen families or you've seen kids that just that aren't getting the type of care or their home life isn't as good as you think it should be, and it just breaks your heart sometimes when you see kids, especially, at least for me, when I see kids that are that aren't that are struggling in life, I guess, or that don't have a good enough life, or a life that I feel like they should be living, and it makes me sad. And if I could, I would want to take care of all of them. I'm sure we all know somebody or some kid that you would like to make their life a little bit better if you absolutely could. And I've been struggling with this a lot to figure out, okay, what's the most good that I can do to help these kids? And it doesn't matter, like, at least I think I've come down to the point where I'm going to do what I can for these kids, but what I really need to focus on is my kids. So I need to focus on my kids so that way they're raised to a certain standard and to a certain quality of life, that when they have kids, they're doing the right things when they have kids, and they can take care of their kids and give them the life that they need. And by doing that and setting a good example, I feel that in the long run, it might not be 10 years from now, but in 30, 40, 50 years from now, if I do that and it continues to snowball, the world should be a better place. And I think I'm really big on the family unit, and having a mom and a dad in a family to take care of kids, and just showing the love that you have between you and your wife, and um, giving them that example of what a real family home life should be like. So I think it's important, at least for me, I need to focus on my kids and make sure that they have a good life, and try and show them, like, look, we need to do nice things for other people, but we also have a responsibility to ourselves and to our family. And I think by focusing and making sure and being accountable to yourself, that I need to show these kids, how they're supposed to be, when they grow up and when they get to having kids of their own. This is what is expected of you. You need to take care of your kids. You can't just abandon them. They need to have food on the table. They need clean clothes. They need, it's a responsibility to you that you need to have, a significant other, a wife, a husband, whatever it is. Like, it's a response. You're responsible for that child once you have that child, and you need to give them the best life that you can. And I know times get tough sometimes, things are hard, it but once you have those kids, you're responsible for their well-being. Geez, I just hit a bird. But anyways, on that, I'm gonna end this video. But I think, like I said, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna continue to do as much as I can for the community and other kids as well, but I know the most important thing, and I think the most beneficial thing that I can do for the future of humanity is to raise my kids right, and to make sure that they have a loving family, a loving mother, father, and make sure they know what is expected of them if they're going to have kids, when they have kids, when they get married. Um, so anyways, that was my spiel for today, and you guys stay blessed by the best.